Chad Jackson back with you here at the ASU Softball Field as we are set for game number 2 of this Peach Belt Conference doubleheader, Armstrong, Atlantic State, and North Georgia. The Saints took game 1 7-4 thanks to Courtney McGuire's 3-run home run in the top of the 7th inning. Now the Pirates will turn to junior Sam Floyd to try and earn a split in this doubleheader. Floyd, 5-6 record, a 2.92 earned run average, 79 innings pitched, 84 hits given up. She has walked 29, struck out 69. And she will face Laura Voiles, Kim Sturkay, and Tiffany Blackburn leading off the top of the first inning for the Saints. Defensively, for the Pirates, behind Floyd, Sarah Morris will be behind the plate doing the catching in game 2. Stephanie Mattis is at third base. Ashley Bain is at short. Natalie Vogler is at second. Carrie Marcico is at first. And in the outfield from left to right, Tori Richter, Jessica Strong, and Erin Billingsley. The first pitch from Floyd to Voiles is low for ball 1. Voiles was 3 for 4 in game number 1 with a pair of runs scored. Takes a pitch high, and it's now 2-0 on Voiles. Voiles came into today hitting .446, so she is up to that team leading average for the Saints. Another pitch high, and it's 3-0. Pitch, that is a strike, and it's 3-1. That's a strike. At the knees, and it's 3-2. So the payoff pitch from Floyd is fouled over the North Georgia dugout, so the count remains 3-2. Three-two pitch, grounded foul down the third base side. So again, the 3-2 pitch, again fouled out of play. Just underway here in game number 2. Leadoff hitter up for North Georgia as Laura Voiles swings and lifts one down the left side. Foul ball again, so a full count. After getting a full count, Voiles has now fouled off 4 straight against Floyd. And again, the 3-2 pitch is low. And Voiles trots down to first base with a walk, leading off the contest. Up the shortstop. Kim Sturkay. Pinch hitting game 1, struck out, bunts it back to the pitcher. They'll go to second and get the lead runner. So the sacrifice is not successful. And Sturkay takes over at first base for Voiles. And that brings up Tiffany Blackburn. First pitch to her is low for ball 1. Blackburn went 2 for 3 in game 1 with a home run, a double, 4 runs driven in. She kept the Saints tied with the Pirates until the 7th inning. Pirates pitched around her in the 7th, only to have McGuire deliver a 3-run home run on the first pitch she saw. low. It's 1-1. Thought the count was 2-1. And it is 2-1 is the count. The 2-1 pitch popped up. Morris will make the catch in fair territory, and that's the second out of the inning. So that brings up McGuire, the Game 1 hero for the Saints. She was 2 for 4 with that 3-run home run. Lloyd's first pitch to her is a strike. With the win, North Georgia improves to 2-1 in the Peach Belt. This is just their second league doubleheader. They have run into all kinds of weather problems trying to get some games played. They had 2 separate dates they were supposed to play Georgia College, and that one got pushed back. Actually, has been pushed back to later this week. Stop by Mattis, throw to first is past Marsico, and then again the ball thrown away, and 2 runs are going to score as North Georgia comes around to score on the double error. Mattis threw wide of the bag at first, and then the right fielder Billingsley threw wide of second. And because of that, 2 runs on the board here for the Saints, just like Game 1, where they started off with a 2-0 lead. Now Jessica Skeels up to the plate, takes a first pitch strike, then fouls off the next pitch. So it's 0-2. Nicole, there's 1 hit and 2 errors on that play. 0-2 pitch, grounded to third. Mattis throws to first, and that retires the side, but North Georgia scores 2 unearned runs in the top of the first. We go to the bottom of the first inning. It's 2-0 Saints. Jackson back with you here at the ASU Softball Field. Armstrong Atlantic State will get its first look at Tricia Schneider, the right-hander for the Saints. 4-1 record on the year is Schneider. 2.82 earned run average. Just her 6th appearance of the year. 22 1/3 innings, giving up 17 hits. Walked 11, struck out 9. And she delivers a first pitch strike to Aaron Billingsley, leading off the bottom of the first inning. Ground ball to third, picked cleanly by Blackburn. Strong throw to first, and there's one down. That brings up Stephanie Mattis. Mattis 0 for 3 with a walk in game number 1. Tries to bunt her way on, but bunts it foul for strike 1. Pitch from Snyder is high, and it's 1-1. Snyder is a sophomore from Highland, Maryland, the only non-Georgia player on the roster. For head coach Mike Davenport and the Saints. Ground ball off the end of the bat, foul over towards the North Georgia dugout, makes it 1-2. Pitch from Snyder is grounded foul over towards the Armstrong dugout. Again, the Pirates will host Trevecca Nazarene on Wednesday here at noon. We'll have that for you on our webcast. 1-2 pitch, fouled out of play by Mattis. And then the Pirates, after that doubleheader, will hit the road with some really a brutal finishing schedule for the Pirates. As there's a shot down the left field line that is foul. Pirates will visit Columbus State on Saturday, and then number 2 ranked Georgia College in state on April 1st before returning home to face Augusta State and Francis Marion prior to the Peach Belt Conference tournament. The 1-2 pitch from Snyder, and that's grounded up the middle. Throw to first, not in time, and the Pirates get a lead or a one-out hit by Stephanie Mattis. That'll bring up Sam Floyd. Floyd was 1 for 4 with an RBI single in game number 1. Snyder's first pitch is low, ball 1, or called a strike. Catcher caught that in the dirt, but somehow it was called a strike. The 0-1 delivery now by Snyder. That's well high, taken for a ball, and it's 1-1. We're in the bottom of the first inning. North Georgia leading it 2-0. Scored a pair of unearned runs in the top of the first after a double error by the Pirates. The 2-1 pitch, that one's lifted into center field. Should be no trouble for Bess, and it is caught for the second out of the inning. That brings up Natalie Vogler. 2 for 3 in game number 1. 3 runs driven in, including a solo home run in the second inning. First pitch is high and tight for ball 1. pitch swung on and missed. Throw down to first, and Mattis is back safely. That's lifted into deep left field. This one is carrying, and this one is going to be gone. A 2-run home run for Natalie Vogler, and we are tied at 2. Vogler's second home run of the doubleheader, and her 7th home run of the season. Vogler has swung the big stick today for the Pirates, driven 3 in Game 1, and it's tied things up here in Game 2 with Ashley Bain coming to the plate. Bain 1 for 3 in Game number 1 with a single, takes a first pitch high for ball 1. The 1-0 pitch from Snyder. That is high, and it's 2-0. Pitch is high and tight again, so after giving up the home run to Vogler, Snyder goes 3-0 on Bain. The 3-0 pitch is a strike, and it's 3-1. Two-two our score, bottom of the first inning. 3-1 pitch, that's lined into left field, but right at the left fielder Skeels, and that retires the side. But the 2-run home run by Natalie Vogler means we go to the top of the second inning, all tied at 2. Top of the second inning we go, all tied at 2. Leslie Smith, the designated player, leads things off for the Saints. Smith was 0 for 3 with a walk in Game number 1. Floyd's first pitch to her is low for ball 1. Next pitch is a strike, which evens the count at 1-1. And there's a ground ball to third. That's a fair ball. Throw to first by Mattis, and Smith is out 5-3. Mattis caught it pretty much right at the bag at third, but retired Smith, and now Natasha Willems, the catcher, will step to the plate. Willems was 0 for 2 with a successful sacrifice in Game 1. First pitch to her is a strike. The 0-1 pitch to Willems, popped up on the bunt, but it's fielded foul by Marsico, and the count is 0-2. The 0-2 pitch popped foul, out of play. The 0-2 delivery from Floyd, and that is outside, taken for a ball, which makes it 1-2. Pitch is outside, and it's now 2-2. Two balls, two strikes, a 2-2 score. We're in the second inning. Deuce is wild. Swing and a miss, strike three, as Willems is out on strikes. That's the second out of the inning. That brings up Kalen Farrington, the first baseman. Farrington was 2 for 3 in game number 1. Takes the first pitch low, ball 1 from Floyd. Fastball strike at the knees makes the count 1-1. One pitch, that's lifted foul down the left side, out of play. Makes it 1-2. A 1-2 pitch from Sam Floyd. That's lifted into left field. That's going to fall for a base hit. Farrington will stop at first. And that's the second hit of the ball game. For the Saints. And brings up the center fielder, Chris DeBess, who was 1 for 2 with a double. Also reached on an error and also had a sacrifice bunt in the first game. First pitch from Floyd Tour is right over the plate for strike 1. 1 on, 2 out, top of the second, all tied at 2. Pirates and the Saints, North Georgia won game 1, 7-4. 0-1 pitch, big swing and a miss by Bess, and it's 0-2. Swung on and missed, strike 3, and that retires the side. North Georgia gets a hit, but nothing else. We go to the bottom of the second. It's 2-2. Jessica Strong leads off the bottom of the second inning for Armstrong Atlantic against Tricia Schneider. It'll be Strong, Marsico, and Sarah Morris here in the second inning. First pitch to Strong is low for ball one. Strong was 0 for 2 with a sacrifice in game number 1. Takes another pitch in the dirt, and it's 2-0 now. Snyder was working in between innings down in the North Georgia bullpen. Trying to shake off the effects of the 2-run home run. And Strong is hit by the pitch of Snyder, so she is down to first base on the hit batsman. And that gives the Pirates the go-ahead run on here in the second. And that brings up Carrie Marsico. Marsico was 1 for 3 in game number 1 with a single. Shortens the bunt and bunts it foul for strike 1. Ainsley Anderson is down in the North Georgia bullpen. She went down there to start warming up after the hit batsman by Snyder. Bottom of the second inning, game 2 of our Beach Ball Conference doubleheader. We'll get some signs from Evans. Runner on first, nobody out. Now the 0-1 pitch, Marsico chops it foul, trying to bunt Strong over, but now there's a 2-strike count on the Pirates' first baseman. The 0-2 pitch from Snyder is high, and it's 1-2. A 1-2 pitch, and that's grounded foul down the third base side. Marsico was swinging away. Popped up bunt. This will be a fair ball. They'll tag the runner. And now they've got Strong in a rundown, and she is safe at second. So, in essence, the bunt is successful, though. A little bit of trepidation. Strong initially thought that the first baseman, Farrington, caught it on the fly, so she went back to first. They got her in a rundown, but she was able to get back to second successfully, and now she sits on second base for Sarah Morris. Morris was 0 for 3 in game number 1. Takes a first pitch ball from Snyder. Pitch from Snyder. High for ball 2. Throw down to second, and Strong will end up stealing third as they throw down. And Strong ends up on third base on a heads-up play. So she is at third base, less than 2 out. The infield will come in. The 2-0 pitch hits her. And the second time Snyder has plunked an Armstrong batter. And this one will put runners at the corners with 1 out for Tori Richter. And it looks like we are going to get a visit to the circle by North Georgia head coach Mike Davenport. So Richter will now face Snyder. Runners on the corners, 1 out in the inning. First pitch to her is outside for ball 1. Richter hit for the first time in game 1. Grounded out to second base. The 1-0 pitch is grounded foul, and it's 1-1. Jessica Strong on at third base. Sarah Morris on at first. Pirates trying to take their first lead of the afternoon. The 1-1 pitch is high, but called a strike, and it's 1-2. The 1-2 pitch from Snyder is lined off the pitcher. They'll look the runner back, throw to first. And Snyder retires Richter on a hard hit ball. Morris moves to second. Strong has to stay at third. But now 2 runners are in scoring position for Erin Billingsley, who grounded out to third base her first time up. And she is looking for her first hit of the doubleheader. She's 0 for 3 in the double dip with a pair of walks. First pitch is grounded foul for strike 1. The 0-1 pitch from Snyder. Grounded right back to the pitcher, Snyder, and she will throw out Billingsley and get out of the jam. The Pirates get a pair of base runners thanks to 2 hit batsmen, but cannot score. We go to the top of the third. It's 2-2. top of the third inning here at the ASU softball field. Top of the order for North Georgia as Laura Voiles will lead things off. Against Sam Floyd, Voiles walked. Against Floyd in the first, was erased on a fielder's choice. Floyd's first pitch to her is fouled out of play for strike one. The 0-1 pitch from Floyd is lined to the second baseman, Vogler. Vogler snares it for out number one. Brings up the shortstop, Kim Sturkay, 0 for 1. She reached on a fielder's choice in the first inning, scored a run on the double error by the Pirates. First pitch to her is fouled off for strike one. 0-1 pitch, and that's into left field for a base hit. Second hit of the day for the Saints, and it brings up 50 Blackburn. Pop down to the catcher Morris. Her first time up in this game. Floyd's first pitch is popped up into left field. Coming on hard is Strong. She makes the lifting grab. Tori Richter makes the grab and records the second out of the inning on a great defensive play out there in left field. Richter just in her first game action today back with the Pirates. Her first chance in the outfield, a tough one, but she was up to the challenge. So 2 down now in the inning, and it brings up Courtney McGuire, who singled in the first inning. She hits a pop-up into left field. Richter on the run makes the grab, and that retires the side. So North Georgia gets a runner on, but nothing else. We go to the bottom of the third, still tied at 2. Stephanie Mattis leads off the bottom of the third inning for Armstrong Atlantic. Mattis singled and scored in inning number 1. Tries or shortens the bunt and takes a pitch outside for ball 1. Pirates and the Saints all tied at 2. Swing and a foul off the bat of Mattis makes the count 1-1. The 1-1 delivery is high, and it's 2-1. 1 pitch, grounded foul down the third base side. That makes the count 2-2. 2 runs on 2 hits for Armstrong. 2 runs, 2 hits for North Georgia, with the difference in the ball game right now. 2 hitters by the Pirates on 1 play. That came back in the first inning. Another foul ball by Mattis keeps the count at 2-2. The 2-2 delivery again from Snyder is outside, and it's 3-2. So the payoff pitch from Snyder is high, ball 4, and Mattis draws the walk and gives the Pirates the leadoff runner on for the second straight inning. Sam Floyd steps to the plate now. Flew out to center field her first time up in this game. Was 1 for 4 in game 1 with an RBI single. Bunt down the third base side. Blackburn throws out Floyd. So Floyd successful on the sacrifice. Vogler had the big blow in the first inning. A 2-run shot to left field. Keeping the Pirates even. Snyder's first pitch to her is a strike. Stephanie Mattis on at second. The 1-0-1 pitch is a strike, and it's 0-2. Pitch lifted to deep left field. This one is long gone. And Natalie Vogler has herself a 3-home run day as she has hit 2 in consecutive at-bats here, and the Pirates lead for the first time 4-2. And that will be it for Tricia Snyder, as North Georgia will bring in a new pitcher, and this will be number 23, Ansley Anderson. So Snyder is out, Anderson is in. We'll tell you about her when we come back. You're listening to ASU Softball. Ashley Anderson comes in relief of Snyder, making her fifth appearance of the season. 1-0 with a 6.14 earned run average. 14 and 2/3 innings pitched, 14 hits given up. She has walked 6 and struck out 11. She is a freshman from Dahlonega. She faces Ashley Bain here with 1 out in the bottom of the third. Pirates now leading at 4-2. To a pair of 2-run home runs by Natalie Vogler. First pitch to Bain is a strike. Pirates never led in Game 1, tied it a couple of times. North Georgia eventually won 7-4. As there's a pitch high, making it 1-1. North Georgia scored first in this game, leading it 2-0 in the first inning. But Vogler's first home run tied it up in the first. As there's a pitch high, and it's 2-1. Then Vogler with the 2-run home run here in the third, chasing Snyder. And Anderson now into fifth. And there's a shot to left field, but right at the left fielder, Skeels for out number 2. And that's twice that Bain has lined out to left field. And Jessica Strong will bat now. She was hit by a pitch in the second inning. Was later stranded at third. First pitch to her is an illegal pitch, and that will be ball 1 on Strong. The 1-0 pitch is low, and it's 2-0. Pitch is inside, and it's now 3-0. The 3-0 delivery is low, ball 4. That brings up the first baseman, Carrie Marsico. Executed a successful, if not bizarre, sacrifice in the second inning. She lines one over the head of the shortstop into left field for a base hit. Strong will have to stop at second. But the Pirates now have 2 on with 2 out for Sarah Morris, the catcher. Morris was hit by a pitch back in the second inning. Four to 2 Pirates lead, but looking for more here in the third. The 2 runs already in. Anderson's first pitch to Morris is low for ball 1. The 1-0 pitch. Changeup lifted into center field, and this one will be caught by Bess, and that retires the side. But Armstrong Atlantic takes the lead on the 2-run home run by Natalie Vogler. We go to the top of the 4th inning. It is 4-2 Pirates. Jessica Skills leads off the top of the fourth inning for North Georgia. Looks at a first pitch ball from Sam Floyd, and it's 1-0. Skills grounded out to third her first time up. Pirates lead at 4-2. Looking to earn a doubleheader split as there's a pop-up foul territory in front of the North Georgia dugout. Sarah Morris makes the grab for out number 1. So that brings up the designated player, Leslie Smith, who also grounded out to third her first time up. Floyd's first pitch to her is a strike. The 0-1 pitch, that's a strike as well, and it's 0-2. Popped foul back behind us, out of play. Which keeps the count at 0-2. North Georgia won game 1, 7-4. Armstrong Atlantic leads game 2, 4-2. 0-2 pitch from Floyd is a swung on and miss, strike 3 for the second out of the inning, and that is the third strikeout for Floyd. And it brings up the catcher, Natasha Willems. Willems was a strikeout victim of Floyd in the second inning. Takes a pitch high and outside for ball 1 here. And the 1-0 pitch is right over the plate for strike 1. One changeup grounded to short. Bain up with it. Strong throw to first, and the throw pulled her off the bag. So an error allows the inning to continue for North Georgia here. So that brings up the first baseman, Kaylin Farrington. She has a 3-hit doubleheader today. First pitch to her is low for ball 1. Farrington had 2 hits in game 1 and singled off of Floyd in the second inning of this contest. One 0 pitch, that's lifted foul down the left side for strike 1. One pitch, that's a strike on the inside part of the plate. And it's 1-2. One-two curveball, and that's fouled into the screen. Farrington fights it off to stay alive. The 1-2 pitch. Runner goes, throw down to second, and she is safe at second. Willems gets the stolen base, and the count is now 2-2. Two-two pitch, that's lined foul. Top of the fourth inning, Armstrong Atlantic leads 4-2. North Georgia trying to cut back into the lead here. They got a runner on second, but 2 out for first baseman Kalen Farrington. Swung on and missed, strike 3. Floyd comes back, strikes out Farrington, and that ends the inning. We go to the bottom of the 4th inning. It's 4-2 Pirates.
Score s'mores? Okay. Slow down, I'm off the chat. Hey, you know, it's not working, guys.
Chad Jackson back with you here at the ASU Softball Field. Armstrong Atlantic State leads North Georgia 4-2. Tori Richter, Aaron at Billingsley, and Stephanie Mattis to face Ansley Anderson here in the bottom of the 4th. Richter grounded back to the pitcher her first time up. It's outside for ball 1. Richter, the sophomore from here at Savannah, rejoining the team for today's game. All-conference honoree last year for the Pirates. Has a 2-0 count here. The 2-0 pitch, that is high, and it's 3-0. The 3-0 pitch from Anderson is a strike, and it's 3-1. The 3-1 pitch chopped foul down the third base side, and it's 3-2. So the payoff pitch from Anderson is again fouled off by Richter. Pitch. That's lined into left field. That is a base hit. And Richter has her first base hit. This season, and she gives the Pirates a leadoff runner here for Aaron Billingsley. Billingsley 0 for 2 in this game, a pair of groundouts. We'll see if the bunt sign is on for the Pirates' leadoff hitter, trying to move Richter over. Runner goes, and a great throw. And it's a safe call on the stolen base attempt by Richter. So Richter is on at second. Head coach Mike Davenport getting the explanation from the bases umpire. And Billingsley will now have a runner in scoring position. Pirates lead it 4-2. We're in the bottom of the fourth inning. So Billingsley will bat. Richter on at second and a 1-0 count. Bunt down the third base line. That is a great bunt, and it is safe at first as Billingsley delivers a bunt base hit down the third base line. Got a timeout called as the North Georgia players, infielders, and catcher circle around Anderson. Head coach Ted Evans giving instructions to his base runners and batter. Tori Richter is on at third base. Aaron Billingsley is on at first, and Stephanie Mattis is at the plate. She has been on base twice today. Singled and scored in the first inning, drew a walk and scored in the third. She throws the bunt, or bluffs the bunt, and the Pirates will get an easy steal as Billingsley heads down to second.
I'm doing softball, so we're in the second game, so just whenever you can get it, that'd be great. Okay, fantastic. Thank you. All right, bye.
2-0 pitch is high, and it's now a 3-0 count on Mattis. Word from Augusta, Armstrong Atlantic Baseball defeated Augusta State today, Virginia in that 3-game series with the Jaguars. The 3-0 pitch to Mattis is a ball, and so the bases are now loaded. They throw down to third. She is back, and the bases are full of Pirates here for Sam Floyd. There's still nobody out in this inning. Floyd 0 for 1 in this game with a fly out to center field and a successful sacrifice. First pitch to her is inside for ball one. Pirates looking to break this open a little bit. It's a two-run lead, but a big opportunity for the Pirates to tack on more. 1-0 pitch is a strike, and it's 1-1. Delivery from Anderson, change up in the dirt. The ball makes it 2-1. Richter on at third, Billingsley on at second, and Mattis on at first. The 2-1 pitch swung on and missed, and it's 2-2. Floyd for her first strikeout of the game, but it brings up the big hitting Natalie Vogler, and all she's done today is hit two two-run home runs. Tied for ball one. The 1-0 pitch lifted into left field. This one is carrying, and this one is caught. at the fence, but the sacrifice fly will bring in a run. It's now 5-2. Vogler was inches away from a grand slam, but brings home another run. It's 5-2. And Ashley Bain at the plate. That brings up Ashley Bain, who was lined out twice to left field. First pitch to her is low for ball one. Two outs now, two on still. Runners at second and third. Pop up in the infield. And the first baseman, Farrington, will make the grab, and that will retire the side. But the Pirates tack on one on the sacrifice fly by Natalie Vogler. We go to the top of the fifth inning. It is 5-2 Pirates. Krista Best, the center fielder, leads off the top of the fifth, North Georgia. Armstrong Atlantic leads 5-2. Best struck out against Floyd in the second inning. Floyd's first pitch to her is low for ball one. Pirates loaded the bases with nobody out in the bottom of the fourth, but could only push across one run. 1-0 pitch from Floyd is low, and it's 2-0. Pitch is a strike on the inside part of the plate, and it's 2-1. Foul ball out of play. Makes it 2-2. 5 runs on 6 hits, 3 errors for the Pirates here in game number 2. 2 runs, 3 hits, no errors for North Georgia. The 2-2 pitch popped up into right field, and that is Aaron Billingsley. Aaron Billingsley will make the running catch for out number 1. That brings up Laura Voiles. Voiles 0 for 1 with a walk and a line out to second. First pitch to her is grounded to short. Bain up with it, throws on to first, and there's 2 down. That brings up the shortstop, Kim Sturkay. 1 for 2 today. First pitch to her is outside for ball 1. And a strike at the knees makes it 1-1. Again, the Pirates will be here on Wednesday taking on Trevecca Nazarene in a noon doubleheader. Pirates' final non-conference games of the season, as it will be all conference from here on out for the Pirates in their chase for a Peach Belt Conference title. Swing and a miss makes it 2-2 on Sturkay. Pitches outside. They appeal down to the bases umpire. Sturkay did not offer at it, and the count is full. 2 pitch, called strike 3, and that retires the side. We go to the bottom of the 5th inning. It is 5-2 Pirates. Jessica Strong leads off the bottom of the 5th inning for Armstrong Atlantic. Strong has been on base twice. Was hit by a pitch in the 2nd inning and drew a walk in the 3rd. Pirates lead it 5-2. Looking to split this Peach Belt Conference doubleheader on North Georgia. Game 1, 7-4. First pitch to her is low for ball 1. Ansley Anderson in relief of Tricia Snyder. Pop-up foul down the left side, out of play. Evens the count at 1-1. Snyder went 2 1/3 innings for the Saints, gave up 3 hits and 4 runs, both 2-run home runs to Natalie Vogler. Anderson has now thrown 1 2/3 innings in relief, giving up 1 run. 1-1 changeup is low, and it's 2-1. The 2-1 pitch from Anderson outside, and it's 3-1. Pitch, check swing. That's a fair ball, and the first baseman Farrington will tag out Strong for the first out of the inning. That brings up Carrie Marcico, singled her last time up. She is 1 for 2 in this game, and 2 for 5 in the doubleheader. First pitch to her is outside for ball 1. The 1-0 delivery from Anderson, that is low, and it's 2-0. Changeup, that is a strike, and it's 2-1. Anderson's 2-1 delivery, grounded to short, off of the shortstop Sturkay, and Marcico will be safe. And the Pirates have a 1-out base runner for Sarah Morris. substitution for the Pirates at first base as Kendall Schaff will come in to run for Kerry Marsico. Schaff at first, Morris at the plate. Morris 0 for 1 with a hit by pitch in this game. And Schaff already has a stolen base in this doubleheader. She stole one in game 1. First pitch to her is fouled back to the screen for strike 1. Five to 2, Pirates lead game number 2. The 0-1 pitch from Anderson is high, and it's 1-1. The 1-1 delivery is well high. Throw down to first, and Schaff is back safely. So Kendall will pick herself up and dust herself off. The 2-1 pitch from Anderson is popped up to second, and it's going to be caught by the second baseman Boyles for the second out of the inning. So that brings up Tori Richter, who singled and scored in the 4th inning. She is 1 for 2 in this game. Again, her first day back with the Pirates. First pitch to her is a strike. The 0-1 pitch from Anderson, swung on and missed. And it's 1-1, or 0-2. Kendall Schaff on at first, but an 0-2 count on Richter. Throw down to second is in time, and Schaff is out trying to steal here in the bottom of the 5th, and that ends the inning. We go to the top of the 6th inning. It's 5-2, Pirates. Top of the 6th inning, North Georgia will lead things off with Tiffany Blackburn. Here in the 6th, there'll be Blackburn, McGuire, and Skeels to face Sam Floyd. And if we get to the 4th there in the order, Kayla Martin will be batting for Leslie Smith as there's a pop-up foul territory. Stephanie Mattis will make the grab for out number 1. That brings up Courtney McGuire, the right fielder, 1 for 2 in this game. The hero in game 1, a 3-run home run. in the top of the seventh that gave the Saints the 7-4 win. First pitch, swinging, she fouls it off. Out of play for strike one. The 0-1 pitch from Floyd is low, and it's 1-1. The 1-1 pitch popped up, shallow right field. Billingsley makes the grab for out number 2. That brings up the left fielder, Jessica Skeels, who was 0 for 2 in this game. Fouled out to the catcher Morris her last time up, and also grounded out to third. First pitch to her is a strike. The 0-1 pitch from Floyd. That is a little high, and it's 1-1. One pitch high, taken for a ball, making it 2-1. The 2-1 pitch, again high, and it's now 3-1 to Skeels. Foul tipped into the glove of Morris. Makes the count full on Skeels. Pitch grounded to second. Vogel up with it, flips to first, and that retires the side. 3 up, 3 down go the Saints as we go to the bottom of the 6th inning. It's 5-2 Pirates. Tori Richter was at the plate in the bottom of the 5th when Kendall Schaff was out trying to steal, so she will start the bottom of the 6th inning for the Pirates. 1 for 2 in this game. Singled in her last at-bat. She faces reliever Ainsley Anderson here in the bottom of the 6th inning. First pitch, ball 1. Pirates trying to add a little insurance to the 5-2 lead. Earn this doubleheader split. The 1-0 pitch from Anderson. Change up in the dirt, and it's 2-0. A 2-0 delivery to pop out of play behind the Pirates dugout. The 2-1 pitch is high, and so it's now 3-1 to Richter. Anderson's 3-1 pitch is low, ball 4, and the Pirates get the leadoff runner on here in the 6th. brings up Aaron Billingsley. Off to run right down the third base line for a single. Swinging away is Billingsley this time, and she fouls it off the screen for strike one. Bottom of the sixth, 5-2 Pirates lead. 1 pitch from Anderson. High, and it's 1-1. One pitch is in the dirt, taken for a ball, and it's 2-1. Pirates and the Saints split their doubleheader last year. That was up in Dahlonega. Pirates swept the Saints 2 years ago here. As there's a shot to deep left field. This one is carrying, and this one is gone. Erin Billingsley with a 2-run home run. Her first home run of the season, and the Pirates now lead at 7-2. So Erin Billingsley gives the Pirates their third home run of the game, and a little insurance as the Pirates now lead at 7-2. Stephanie Mattis at the plate. First pitch to her is a strike. Swinging a ground ball to third, up with his Blackburn. She throws over to first. And that is the first out of the inning. And that brings up Sam Floyd. Floyd 0 for 2 with a sacrifice in this game. First pitch to her is a strike. Ground ball off the pitcher's glove to the shortstop. Great play as the shortstop throws out Floyd at first. Score at 1-6-3, and that's the second out of the inning. Well, that brings up Natalie Vogler. 5 RBIs today, 2 home runs, and a sacrifice fly in this game. First pitch to her is a strike. She had a home run in game 1, including a 2 RBI single. So in the doubleheader, Vogler has driven in 8 of the Pirates' 11 runs. Ground ball to short. Sturkay throws on to first, and that retires the side. But the 2-run home run by Erin Billingsley gives the Pirates some insurance. We go to the top of the 7th inning. Pirates leading at 7-2. Top of the 7th inning we go. Armstrong Atlantic leading 7-2. Kayla Martin, the designated player, will lead things off for the Saints. Martin came into today hitting .417, 5 for 12, but pitched with struck out. Hitting appearance. First pitch to Martin is a strike. 7 runs on 8 hits, 3 errors for Armstrong Atlantic. 2 runs, 3 hits, no errors for North Georgia. The 0-1 pitch is high, and it's 1-1. The 1-1 pitch from Floyd is swung on and missed, and it's 1-2. The 1-2 pitch from Floyd is low, and it's 2-2. Two-two pitch, high, and it's 3-2. So the payoff pitch from Floyd fouled back to the screen. Two pitch popped up in the infield. Vogler and Bain converge, and Bain will make the grab for out number 1. That brings up the catcher, Natasha Willems. 0 for 2, reached on an error her last time up. Floyd's first pitch to her is popped foul behind us out of play for strike 1. The 1 pitch from Floyd, grounded to short. Bain up with it, throw to first, and there's 2 down. That brings up the first baseman, Kaylin Farrington. She is 1 for 2 in this game and 3 for 5 in the doubleheader. With 3 singles as well as a pair of strikeouts. His first pitch popped foul out of play for strike 1. The 0-1 pitch, that's high and outside, making it 1-1. Again, the Pirates will host Trevecca Nazarene here on Wednesday, noon, first pitch in the doubleheader. As there's a pitch high, making it 2-1. We will have that for you on our webcast at asupirates.com. The 2-1 delivery is low, and it's 3-1. Three-one pitch, well high, taken for a ball. So Farrington keeps the inning alive for the Saints. Draws a walk, and Krista Best, the center fielder, comes to the plate. She is 0 for 2 in this game with a strikeout and a fly out to right field. First pitch to her is a strike. second walk issued in the game. And the first, since the very first batter of the game, that was Laura Boyles. Boyles is on deck. 1-1 pitch, Lloyd high and tight. It's 2-1. One pitch, grounded foul down the third base line, and it's 2-2. The 2-2 pitch swung on and missed, strike three, and the Pirates take game 2 7-2. After North Georgia takes game 1 7-4. So the two Peach Belt Conference teams split this doubleheader, and we will talk to you on Wednesday as the Pirates take on Trevecca Nazarene again at noon for first pitch. Chad Jackson saying good afternoon from the ASU softball field. North Georgia wins game 1 7-4. Armstrong Atlantic wins game 2 7-2.